right. It is Saturday evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. My name is WildSnivy, as you can probably tell from my wonderful, melodious voice, as it were. Uh, we are having a we're having a pretty chill evening today, but I thought I'd do something kind of fun with the stream. Mostly because I haven't really had a chance to do anything spectacular with Legacy up to now. So I thought I would address that issue, and I thought I would address that issue with you guys in particular. So we are going to be doing a Legacy League today. Yes, that sounds pretty gripping. Let me actually unfog the screen. There we are. And y'all just let me know if anything needs to be adjusted. Because well, first of all, I like my new layout. I got a pretty good, decent number of folks saying that that my old layout at least wasn't the absolute best. So we have addressed that. I rearranged my stuff a little bit, and now we are good to go. I like to think that this is a little more organized. Unfortunately, I had to shrink my cam, so unfortunately you don't get to see quite as much of me, which is regrettable. But give me 1 minute here. Sorry, I just got to talk to a couple people. Okay, there. So, what do we have here today? Well, today we are going to be playing some black-green turbo depths in Legacy, but with a few bonus cards tossed in to see, but just to see what happens. Yeah, I like to think that this is a bit of part experimentation. As far as the deck is concerned, mostly because I've always been enamored with the Legacy Lands deck. I find that deck to be incredibly fun, even if it is a little bit on the pricier end. Unfortunately, I'm a grad student, so we stipend stuff. But this here is also a really cool lands-based deck, which I happen to find very fun to play so far. So we're going to be giving this a shot. So what is the idea behind this deck? Well, pretty much all we're doing is we are trying to thaw out Merit Lage. He is encased in the icy dark depths, and we need to come out and get him, because when he comes out, he is a 2020 indestructible flying creature token, and he will eat our opponent's face in all likelihood. Unless they are gaining life, but he is almost always certainly going to be a one-shot for now. Going to be good stuff. So you might say to yourself, okay, hold on. He comes into the battlefield with 10 ice counters on it, and then it looks like I can remove ice counters by paying 3 mana at any given point. So how exactly are we going to turbo this out? Because to me, it sounds like I need to sink 30 mana into it. Is that correct? And not quite. Not quite. There's a few ways to cheat this out. One of the more obvious ones is with this card here, which is Vampire Hexmage. And she allows you to sacrifice her and then take all the counters off any permanent at any given time. Yeah, that's how that works. It's a really, really sweet combo there. The other half of it involves Thespian Stage. And how this works is Thespian Stage allows itself to become a copy of any other land for 2 mana. For 2 and tapping it. I probably should have said that. Yeah, there we go. Now, how does this work? Well, Thespian Stage is going to copy the Dark Depths. And then we have a Dark Depths with 10 counters on it, and then a Dark Depths with 0 counters on it. So, Legendary Rule means that we can only have 1 Dark Depths at a time, so we're going to sacrifice the Dark Depths with all the ice counters on it, and that leaves us with a Dark Depths with no counters on it. And that's cool, because when Thespian Stage copies Dark Depths, it does not copy its counters. So now we have a Dark Depths with 0 counters on it, and how about that? We can make Merit Lage. Really cool stuff, isn't it? Now, what else can this deck do apart from this? Well, we want to make sure that we can actually do our thing without getting disrupted by our opponent, or at the very least we want to slow our opponent down, so we have a little bit of hand disruption in the form of Duress and Thoughtseize. We also bring in a few crop rotations to help us get out Merit Lage and then protect him, and I'll go over our protection package here in a minute. We also have a play set of Lotus Petals. This will help us get our combo pieces out. Master Chick, hello, good sir. How are you, sir? We also have 3 Pithing Needles because Merit Lage has a lot of very, very big weaknesses, and I'm going to cover, and we'll probably encounter a lot of them over the course of this Legacy adventure. And we are going to see where that takes us. As far as actually finding combo pieces is concerned, we have a Into the North, which lets us immediately put a Dark Depths or one of our snow-covered basics into play. We also got a playset of Sylvan Scrying, because land tutors are always nice. And then Elvish Spirit Guide, which pretty much just lets us exile it from our hand, make a green mana for free, and that'll let us play some of our more important pieces. We also have a Singleton Expedition map. Now, before I go into what our protection package is, I want to highlight one card that some of you might have seen ditzing around in this deck, but you want me to talk about it. I'm playing around with a Dark Confidant in this deck. I do not know how well this will turn out. I've been talking about this with a few friends of mine, and as I understand it, Dark Confidant is really, really good at oh, Chick, by all means, go right ahead. That dog needs you. Much appreciated. Thanks for coming by. So why Dark Confidant? Well, we're playing 24 lands. All of our spells cost all the spells we're going to be casting cost 2. Worst case, we dome ourselves for 3 and flip an Elvish Spirit Guide, which kind of sucks, but all the other stuff that we're getting off of this, Lotus Petals, lands, combo pieces, hand disruption, all those cards are really, really good and fantastic. So I think Bob might actually do a little bit of work in this deck. I'm only playing him as a singleton for now. I was debating putting in 2, but I'm going to be splitting him with another card that I'll talk about here in a minute. As far as protecting Merit Lage is concerned, because Merit Lage loses to a lot of things. He loses to Caracas. He loses to Swords to Plowshares. If we can't get him out in time, he can get wastelanded. So, in addition to having Pithing Needle to shut down all of those pesky activated abilities, we also have a little bit of protection in the form of Caracas in case our opponent tries to play another big stompy deck, which we can easily dismiss. We also have a Sagery Step, which is very fun to crop rotate into in response to a Swords to Plowshares. We also have, that's roughly it, to be perfectly honest with you. Oh yeah, Sylvan Safekeeper, of course. Pretty much he comes out for a green, and then we can sacrifice the land to give anything we want Shroud. And that fizzles a lot of our opponent's removal, and very seldom do you find removal spells at instant speed being able to just sweep the board. And Sylvan Safekeeper is pretty much a really decent way to make sure Merit Lage actually lands an attack. And that is our main goal there. Also have an Urborg to help us hit double black for Vampire Hexmage. And also, you may notice that Dark Depths doesn't really tap for mana, so this will allow us to do stuff with it as well. And then we also have a Singleton Maze of Ith. Why this? I am also testing this out as well. This was originally a second copy of Bob. But I also had a friend say, hey, maybe Maze of Ith wouldn't be too bad. And like I said, I have a very deep admiration, a very strong sense of enjoyment whenever I see Legacy lands play. So I like to emulate it where I can. I'm not sure how well this will do. This could definitely be a second Ghost Quarter, or perhaps a second Into the North, or a second Confidant, as we stated before, but I am testing out Maze of Ith to see where it goes. Apart from that, nothing too exciting here. We have a Bojuka Bog to help us deal with graveyard decks. We got a couple bayous, which you can fetch up with our playset of Verdant Catacombs, a snow-covered forest, and swamp, so that way we can into the north for them if we absolutely have to. And that is our main 60. Let's take a look over on the sideboard here. We find 3 Abrupt Decays, a very good card against Delver matchups and the like. 2 Sylvan Libraries to help us grind out against slower control decks and make sure that we actually draw the cards we need. We have 2 Rite of Consumption that I like to bring in against mirrors and other big stompy decks. Sneak and Show is one I like to bring this in against. Negator, that is one too many into the north. Maybe. I find it just to be a decent utility spell personally. I did test this deck a few times and I just happen to like the way it plays. I will agree though, it is one of the slightly weaker spells in here, and I could definitely rotate it out, but I've been playing with one. It's been treating me nicely, so I'm sticking with it for the time being, at least for this league, and we will see where it takes us. I definitely did take that under consideration, though. I appreciate that input. What else do we have going on here? A couple Fairy Macabras, again, a little bit of extra graveyard hate, coupled with a couple Relics of Progenitus. I'm also going to bring in a Dryad Arbor as a sort of emergency shields up against greedy creature decks, especially on the ground. Dryad Arbor actually helps out a tiny bit against Dredge, which I find to be really nice. We've got a Corrosion Grip to help us deal with pesky enchantments. And then a Damping Sphere to help us slow down big mana decks. And a Thorn of Amethyst to help slow down Storm and other reckless spell-based decks. And that there, ladies and gentlemen, will be our Turbo Depths list for the evening. I'd like to thank you all for tuning in, and a full disclaimer that this is going to be my first time leaguing with this deck, but I have been practicing. I feel very, very good about this. I really do. I'm really excited to test this deck out and see where it goes. So, if y'all would like to have a seat, pull up a chair, have a drink with me, I've got a little bit of raspberry lemonade here. Good stuff. And let's see just how far we can dig with black-green Turbo Depths in Legacy. Off we go. Thank you guys again for tuning in. And I hope you're looking forward to this as much as I am. This is going to be fun. I don't care if we win or we lose or we just do meh. This is going to be excellent. Are you drinking out of a mason jar? No, this is a water bottle that I picked up at my summer camp store once upon a time. It's a fun story. I'll be sure to tell you that. It's not a mason jar though. It's actually legit Nalgene. And I did make that lemonade myself. Yes. So back when I was in high school, the story is I used to work at a Boy Scout camp. Camp Alexander in Lake George, Colorado. It is one of the absolute best camps in the nation. And everybody loves it. Against Gecko 21 for our first match. We are on the play. This hand is not awful. Continuing my story, we ended up having... I ended up working at the trading post there. It was a very excellent experience. Long hours. We are going up against Burn. I am very happy to see that. What do I want to show them? Or what do I want to do with them? Uh, thank you, MTG bot. The match started a while ago. I think Fire Blast is actually a little bit more intimidating here. Yeah, I really don't care about a lot of this. So yeah, we'll bend the Fire Blast. Yep. Yeah, I thought. Yeah, I thought exactly the same. No reason to show the pedal quite yet. For all they know, we're pretty much on Storm, I suppose. Guess we can fade that a tiny bit. All right. No reason to rush anything. Goblin Guide, sure. And I think we make a turn 2 Merit Lage and just blow him out. Draw a Ghost Quarter, sure. This is a very, very favorable matchup for us. Alright, so we're going to do Catacombs. Fetch. I'm going to get my snow-covered swamp here so that way we don't get blown out by a Price of Progress. Then we'll play Hexmage. Play a Lotus Petal. And then we'll crop rotate for Dark Depths end of turn and kill him. They can bolt in response to crop rotation, but they did not. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, yeah. So maybe this was a little loose, but I think we got away with it. Master Chick says, I am eating mint jelly that says Best Buy June 19. I couldn't give you advice on that one. Mostly because I don't know how long mint jelly is good for. Yep. Alright, so we're going against Burn. This is not an intimidating matchup. Maybe we do Thorn of Amethyst, but really there's nothing I'm particularly worried about from them. Maybe we go up one Thorn, down one Bob. Good to hear. Good to hear, MC. Yeah, I don't see Bob doing an incredible amount in this matchup. So it's very close to same 60, but our Surcons is still out of date. Oh, MC, I'm sorry to hear that, my dude. Are good since some versions born in Snaring Bridge. Fair enough. Meanwhile, our hand is passable. It's nothing exciting, though. Yeah, I think we gotta mull this one. Ick. It's a 5, but okay, I take that back. This is ugh. Yeah, I don't think I can keep this one either. Damn. Okay, we'll hang on to this one. Lotus Petal can go on top. Just want to give ourselves a few more options. Goblin Guide, sure. Right, they see the petal. So we're gonna start with a duress. Got a pop and 2 rift bolts. Okay. Guess Pithing Needle is a little meh. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Like I said, this is definitely a fresh. This is definitely a fresh deck for me. But we're getting practice in. I appreciate the input negator. Yeah, we did board a little quickly. Yep, double rift bolt. Goblin Guide flip map. All right. So we know about a mountain in their hand. All right. So play map. Play stage. And yeah, we multi-5 and I guess I could. I guess we could. I guess we should have put out Thorn of Amethyst. That actually would have been a little better. Tax the rift bolts as they come down. Yeah, we're playing this one very loose. Sorry, guys. So do I. The other option was to put out Thorn of Amethyst and tax them as stuff was coming down. No attack with the Goblin Guide? I mean, sure. So we will crack the map. Get our depths. Hello, someone's growing. All right. So we'll play depths. And I'm tempted to just make it now. No reason not to. get popped. Ah, shit. Alright, so keep that one. Yeah. They were, I thought, yeah, maybe should have waited second step. Oh well. We're learning. That's the important bit. We're learning. Did they find Fire Blast? We knew about the one in their hand. I wasn't expecting them to rip the second, truth be told. Yep, they're tapping out. Yeah. Okay, we played that one real loose, but yeah, that's what I think. I think they just clicked through their combat step. That's regrettable. But it's all good. We still won our good matchup, so 1-0. Good start. Let's make it happen. Play that one very loose, boys. We'll try to tighten it up for next time. How do you like that? Our Stir Cons is out of date. Horrible. I like this hand. Start with an island. Alright. Find a second crop rotation. So we're going to open up with... Okay, it's just basic island. This could be a number of things. If this is Miracles, Duress is better. If not, then Thoughtseize is a little bit better. Yeah, I give up. Start with a Duress. Spell Pierce. Okay, so Sneak and Show then? Alright, Lotus Petal, pass the turn. If we need to crop rotate for a Caracas or something like that in a hurry, then that's what we'll need to do. Flooded Strand. Okay, so I don't see any reason to rush things at the present moment. We'll try and Thoughtseize. They've got another Spell Pierce. Wowers. Eating good tonight. That's good to hear, MC. Geez, there's not a ton to do here, is there? And I really don't want to expose Dark Depths until I know what's going on with them, so I'm just going to pass the turn. You can ponder. Against Pacha, 94s. 94 seconds. I couldn't tell you what that stands for. All we know for sure is that they have one hell of a hand considering they Spell Pierce both my discard spells. Opponent does not shuffle. Ancient Tomb. Alright, so this is almost definitely some sort of sneak and show type of deck. So now I'm going to put out Mazavith. And Pithing Needle is going to be great if they're Sneak and Show. If they're Omnitel, it doesn't do much. Gonna cast it. And what to name now is the question. They fetch for a volcanic. Okay, so now I'm starting to think we need to name sneak attack with this. And we'll pass the turn. Intuition. Sure. You can have that one. Show and tell is good. Put in Dark Depths, and we know they're not going to have Wastelands. They've got an Omniscience. And I think we're dead. Well, actually, no. Are we? Hold on a second. Hold on a second, Chad. I'm trying to figure something out here. Is there anything we can do to get out of this? Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Mirror Lage doesn't do anything. Yep, time to scoop it up. Sure. All right. Omniscience. Yuck. All right, so we definitely want Corrosion Grip. We're gonna take the Rite of Consumptions. Damping Sphere is meh at best. Thorn is decent. Unsure about Sylvan Library. Probably not that amazing. We're going to keep in Sylvan Safekeeper. What seems bad here? Decay if I expect Moon. That's not out of the question. That does not seem like a bad idea. That's a good call there. They did fetch for Volcanic early, so that's absolutely not out of the question. So for bringing in Thortive Amethysts, we should probably cut some of our slightly lesser spells. Duress is pretty decent. Thoughtseize is a little meh. Not too big on Bob in this matchup either. Really good at figuring. I'm really good at finding cards to cut. I'm not cards to bring in. Not so good at finding cards to cut. Right now might be good there. That's true. That's very true. Okay, so we'll put those away. And I'm going to go down. Actually, Thoughtseize might be a little might be a little bit better here. If they stick a fatty, I'm dead anyway. So I'll be on the play. We have an Abrupt Decay and a lot of good stuff. Sure. This does not look like a bad hand at all. So there's a lot of stuff we can do here. Urborg, Spirit Guide, Sylvan Scrying for depths. It's a pretty decent turn one. Unless they force us. We do not know their hand. Still, just Urborg Go seems uninspired at best. Do you have a time limit on your turn? Yeah, I got 25 minutes to play the match out. Alright. Alright, so if they have a force, then... Jeez, I got no idea what to do here. Oh, this is so passive, though. I'm gonna pass. Sylvan Scrying is going to be just too useful. Hexmage is not a bad one. Alright. So what if I do stage, play Hexmage, brainstorm, sure. And now that the island is tapped, do I go for it and try to play around Spell Pierce? If they have a Force of Will, it's bad, but it's not awful. It's not unrecoverable. I expect them to have a Caracas, though. God, this is greedy. If we get shut down by a Force of Will. They did let it resolve off the Brainstorm, though. Screw it. Sack stage. They let us do that. Then we do Pithing Needle. Name Caracas. And what other responses could they have to this? A bounce spell would be freaking terrible. So I think we're just going to try and make this end step. They have a Lotus Petal. And a City of Traders. And a Sneak Attack. And another Lotus Petal. Interesting. Yeah, make it. Thoughtseize is not a bad one. Sure, you may Sneak Attack. Hey, Grizz. Would they have the mana to do Arcane Artisan? I don't think so. I think Impulse is scarier. Yeah. So we're just going to do that. We will pass the turn. No attacks. We're not going to let our opponent gain life. It does, however, have a Grizzlebrand, though. Bunch of cards in his hand. Bet you one of them's Emrakul. Did we get too greedy with this Pithing Needle? There's a good chance we did. Yeah, if this was on Sneak Attack, we'd be going to game 3. Does he just have Omniscience Emrakul? He's got another Artisan. Okay, so he almost certainly has Emrakul. Yeah, there it is. Okay, you got us. GG. Yuck. Yeah, I think we just named the wrong thing. Sneak Show does run Caracas. So yeah, we just named the wrong thing, I think. It happens. 1-1. Alright. Silence I Storm You. Yeah, I wonder what he's on. This is a decent hand. Windswept Teeth. This could be Maverick. Noble Hierarch, sure. Ooh. Can we do anything? We do Bayou Thoughtseize first. New question here. What is Storm? Storm is a combo deck whereby you play a bunch of spells and then you end up killing your opponent with a card that says Storm. And Storm is a keyword that reads, when you cast the spell, copy it for every other spell you've played this turn. A Wasteland. And we got picked between a Mother of Runes, Noble Hierarch, and Pride Mage. I suppose Pride Mage is the more disruptive card here. I don't want him to ramp though. It's gonna be Hierarch, and if we end up getting got, then we end up getting got. All right, Lotus Petal. Wasteland. It's expected. We're going to crop rotate. What to get is the question. Depths. Probably a little greedy, but if we rip another land, then we're in pretty decent shape. Yeah, we're getting a little punished. All right. If we find another land, then we're in decent shape. Mom, sure. That's all the cards we know about. No blocks. Fort of the Dome. Map is okay. Maybe at least get him to blow up the Pride Mage. Yeah, we're getting a tiny bit screwed. Script Ranger, yep. Taking Oodles. The Mother of Runes is going to be a little annoying as well, so we actually do need to hold on to this other crop rotation for Sajiri Step. That's decent. Sure. And what's this? Okay. Green Sun for 3, maybe? Yeah, sure. Knight of the Reliquary. Yeah, we're in trouble, boys. Yeah, we're in a lot of trouble. So we do have to burn this crop rotation is the problem. So we crop rotate for Urborg. Get Hexmage. Sounds okay. Plays a land. We're going to get wastelanded. What else do you have, opponent? And then exalted. Okay, nice. Nice. That's a good line. I wasn't putting up with that. All right. So, what to do against Maverick? Relic of Progenitus deals with the graveyard. It's decent. Rite of Consumption probably could be okay. Like Abrupt Decay as well. Thorn of Amethyst doesn't do much. I'm going to be expecting Rest in Peace out of the board, so we're going to bring a Corrosion Grip. I don't think that's too unreasonable. Well, maybe. Well, maybe it is. They are Maverick, so they are trying to get their graveyard full of lands. All right. So what's not good? Duress is meh at best. Fine cutting all those. Bob's probably fine. And exactly fine. Into the north can go. Actually, Bob can... Yeah, get out of here, Bob. Sorry. It just ain't worth it. Expedition map, as we saw, was not great either. I'm going to trim a Sylvan Screwing. Do it like that. We'll be on the play. What a weird hand. What a very weird hand. I'm not excited about this. I'm going to throw this back. Alright, this is okay. Thespian stage. We'll bottom that. And I think we're going to do Swamp, Relic, go. I really don't want to go down to 6 against this deck. Go down below 6, I should say. Yeah, I kept a very meh hand. Yeah, chat, remind me why I kept this. This hand's friggin' terrible. Hello, Wasteland. Sylvan Library, sure. Psh. I think I know what happened. I thought one of these was a spirit guide, and it absolutely wasn't. All right, go ahead, opponent. Opponent going to 11. Scrubland. Thoughtseize. I got nothing. My hand is crap. Borderline non-functional. Take X-Mate, sure. Thalia's good. This sucks. Got the hand predicated that we would draw a useful card off the top, and it never came around. Well, opponent's just going to be dancing on us. Sun for 3. Here comes Knight of the Reliquary, if I had to guess. Sure. Good news is opponent isn't clocking us especially hard. Okay, so now we have something. So now that we can actually do shit, the question is, what do we do? Scry for a forest, maybe? Yeah, Lotus Petal is the thing, isn't it? Jeez. What does Lotus Petal do again? Sacrifice it, make 1 mana of any color. By the way, guys, I do have MTG bot installed on this channel, so if you do exclamation point card and then the name of the card, it'll tell you what it does. We're pretty much dead. Run out Hexmage. Yeah, we just ran really bad. Kept a non-functional hand and opponent just ran away with it. Can we concede to Stoneforge? Probably, but we'll just see what our opponent does. It's really windy outside. What did he... Did he end up getting anything with Stoneforge? No, he didn't. Failed to find. Just couldn't find anything useful. Not sure why he's attacking me with just a Thalia, though. Stage. Actually, we can make Mirror Mage here. We got Crop Rotate the Swamp, get Dark Depths, go. Too bad Steps in our hand. We're not playing it anyways. This is pretty much last chance saloon for us, so. Yeah. We tried. There's not a ton we can do there. Alright, 1 and 2 now. We just clunked hard in that second game. Didn't feel good about anything. Alright, so we gotta win out now if we wanna get back in the money. Pretty sure those games were winnable. We just did awful. Yeah, we're gonna be on the play here. This will keep. Ghost Quarter, Spirit Guide. Scrying. He's playing combo, so he can't. So there's no way he has anything good, right? I'm gonna get Urborg here. Delta. Sure. Gets Underground Sea. Careful study. Yay, Dredge. Oh, wait a minute. No, I take that back. Ladies and gentlemen, we got black-red reanimator here. Or blue-black reanimator, even. Petal. Yep. You have a Grizzlebrand. Yeah. Just reanimator in general. Yeah, we're about to get blown out. He's on 4, though. Another Lotus Petal. Yeah. Plays a couple more of them. Seriously, he's doing 2 fatties turn 1. Thoughtseize me. Yeah, sure. Who? Alright. This is what's come to. Dump Force of Will. Crop Rotate Caracas, put that back in your hand. That doesn't quite work. Daze, yeah. Jeez, he's got a pretty well insulated hand. So this doesn't quite, so this doesn't work quite as well as we want. Force of Will Daze is, yeah, that's not easy to get through. And Thoughtseizing it doesn't do anything. Well, it does do something. Geez, Thoughtseizing a Daze feels awful, but I feel like that's the only way we're getting out of this game is if we manage to rotate into Caracas. If this was a Lotus Petal, we'd be in really good shape. The good news is things get much better for us following game 1. Kept the hand under the assumption that they were on a fair deck, and they weren't. Yep, draw 7. Yep. You can do that, opponent. Yep. That's an island. Ponder. Did not shuffle. Time for opponent to discard. Let's see what he's getting rid of. Ashen Rider, sure. Reanimate. Thoughtseize. Land. Brainstorm. Yeah, no, not happening. If this Lotus Petal was a turn earlier, then yeah, maybe, but yeah, no. We'll tap out here. All right. Fairy Macabre, you can come in. Rite of Consumption, you can come in. Not against counter spells. Maybe that's bad. Yeah. Thorn can come in. Damping Sphere can come in. Relic can come in. For sure. Thoughtseize can go out. Pithing Needle, name's Grizzlebrand, I guess that's fine. The north feels terrible. And I'm gonna do... Yeah, Thoughtseize is... No, Thoughtseize is decent. Not sure why I'm trimming that. I should probably trim Scrying, yeah, because if that gets countered, we're in really bad shape. I think our game plan is to just make this game go long, and then ideally we just burn him out. Alright, let's see what this does. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is WildSnivy. We're 1 and 2 on Turbo Depths, which is regrettable. We need to take 2 games off of Blue-Black Reanimator. So we're in pretty big trouble, but... Wowzers, I guess. We'll keep. Start with some Lotus Petals. See if they have anything. If they want to force a Will Lotus Petal, that's fantastic. Oh, they're forcing it. Pitching Arcane Artisan. Sure. Alright, so we're going to stick Thespian Stage. We're going to play Pithing Needle. We're going to name Grizzlebrand. have an island. Careful study. Yep. Double Entomb. Alright, so that's reassuring. They're not going off this turn. I think they might let this Sylvan Scrying resolve. They do not. We're draining them of cards though, so that's decent. Or just gonna play a Depths then. And doesn't like they have gas either. That's really good for us. Bayou. Go. We're getting there. This is a very non-turbo-y Depths way to make turbo Depths happen, but okay, Ponder. Come on, show me a shuffle. He does shuffle. Neat. Ancient Tomb. Is Damping Sphere any good? So now Ancient Tomb is terrible. And he still needs to put a creature in the graveyard, so... Well, I'm not going to say he's out of the game. We have bought ourselves a good chunk of turns. You need to rip a land. Spirit Guide, sure. Stifle is a thing to be worried about. No, not really. See if he has anything. Keep this one. And I don't know how blue-black animator deals with the Mirror Lage. Starts with the Brainstorm. Yeah, so he's digging for something. Entomb. Ashen Rider. Yeah, that'll do it. Ponders. Does he not have anything? Not sure what that question means. Okay, he didn't find anything. Sweet. Yeah, same 60, I think. He got there by a hair. Let's go again. How do I reset Magic the Gathering bot before every stream? I don't know what you mean by that. It's just there and it regulates my streams. It does all of its management by itself. How does it reset itself? Sounds like pretty extreme code. Yeah, that's pretty much the easiest way to describe it. It's pretty extreme code. Okay, what do we have here? Pretty much what it does is it tracks my record throughout the league I'm playing, and whenever I play a new league, then I friggin' then it knows. Lost my words. Kept 7. Do I want to keep this 7? Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. Careful study, yep. Always with the turn 1 careful study. Ancient Tomb Exhume. What is in their hand? Urborg is exactly what I wanted to see. Yeah, that's really nice. I am not going to play it though because he does not need black mana of my own making, so. Underground Sea. I see. Well, we start with a Lotus Petal. He lets it resolve. I'm going to fetch for a Swamp. Play Bayou. play Hex Mage. Force of Will, pitch, careful study. Sure. Snivy, would I be able to link my Discord server in your stream? You could. I'd rather you didn't. MTG Pod likes to flag those kind of things as spam. Brainstorm, sure. I'm not sure what's a better matchup for us, blue-black or black-red. Black-red tends to be a little more explosive on the first go-around, and then blue just ends up being more consistent. Pretty much it's just trying to... It's control combo as opposed to just turn one aggro combo. Yep, Lotus Petal's fine. Don't like red. For shame, sir. Red's a fantastic color. Exile Spirit Guide. I'm gonna try and do something I really shouldn't do. Wait, what's the plan here? What the hell am I crop rotating for? Yeah, no, cancel that. Yeah, I'm not sure what the plan is here. We do, however, find a duress. That's good. I'll take 3 animation spell. And then I'm just going to make a 20/20. And hope he doesn't cantrip into something awful. No. I'm going to just sit still. I know what his hand is. There's no counter magic. Yeah, it's a discard spell. That's how those work. We know he doesn't have counter magic, so I'm just gonna sit still, wait for him to attune something useful, and then we're just going to see if we can't get him. There's one. Forest crop rotation. Elvish for backup if he dazes. Maybe he lets it go. Go in case you thinks you're elves. Get Cavern of Souls in Turbo Depths? That sounds horrible. Like, even with Urborg, I wouldn't play that. Alright, he's got an Entomb. Alright. Ah, Thespian Stage. Hey there. Yeah, you sound fun. So yeah, we're going to activate this. Copy this. 1, 2. Keep this one. Okay, yeah, I get what you're saying, but I feel like running Cavernous Souls just in the name of making Vampire Hexmage uncounterable, I don't know, that just sounds like a very meh combination. And he taps out. Sweet. 2 and 2. We're not dead yet, boys. One more to go. Yeah, thing about Turbo Depths is that it doesn't need to stick Hexmage. Hexmage is fantastic, but it's also the redundant part of our combo piece. We also have Thespian Stage and a bunch more ways to get to stage than we do to get to Hexmage. All right, it's the match of fate. Against JJ the Giant Slayer. This hand's decent. I'll hang on to it. Bloodstained Mire. It's a decent sign. Okay, so we're gonna go Catacombs, Bayou to Rescue. Let's see what he's on. Mire makes me think Black-Red Reanimator. Oh, it's Storm. It's Storm. As to why someone would play Entomb. It's so you can play a 1-mana reanimation spell right afterwards and plop a big fat creature onto the battlefield. Jeez, what do I take here? He is not going off anytime soon. Okay, so let's see here. Let's say he rips a Dark Ritual. If he does that, then his line is to go. Let's suppose he doesn't have Ad Nauseam. If I take Cabal Ritual and he does 2, goes down to 2, and then 3, and then he's got a bunch of mana, which sounds losing. So I think Ad Nauseam is correct. This may or may not be correct. Yeah, he's yeah. So this is we got to do this fast. Starts the preordain, sure. What kind of cards would you want to be able to reanimate this way? Oh, geez, there's a bunch of stuff. Grizzlebrand is the popular one. Other stuff includes Elish Norn, Sire of Insanity, Tidespout Tyrant. List goes on. All right, Catacombs is probably the safe play. And then I want to crop rotate in case he goes for a Bajuka Bog, in case he tries to go off, and then I Bajuka Bog him. That sounds like fun. He has nothing. All right. We're going to fetch for another Bayou then. Second Duress? Sure. Second Dark Petition. Okay, so he's going to be getting cards. Almost surely. Alright, so the question is now, do we take Rain of Filth or Cabal Ritual? And I like Cabal Ritual a little more here. Stage. And again, holding up crop rotation. Plays his trap. Seen a lot of people on Untapped playing Canadian Highlander. What is that? It is similar to standard EDH, only you're kind of restricted in how you can build your deck. Pretty much you have a point pool, and certain cards are worth certain points, and you have to stay within your point limit. Alright, fetching. Thoughtseize. Ow. Okay. Think here. I crop rotate now. Bajuka him. I know his hand is Petition, Rain of Filth. He gets a card and that's it. No. He also gets some more mana off the back of that. Ugh. This sucks. So yeah, unfortunately we gotta fire this off now. bog. So yeah, he made us do it early. I think he still needs gas though. And if he wants the spell mastery part of Dark Petition, he needs to play Rain of Filth. I mean, he's got to play Rain of Filth anyway, so. He takes a Sylvan Scrying. Bob? He's gonna get a lot of turns is the problem. I'm not sure if we're winning this one. Alright, so we're gonna get depths. We're gonna play it. Ugh. There are a bunch of different ways this could have gone down differently. That Thoughtseize was awful. Is Moto a subscription-based game? No, there's a $10 buy-in and that gets you a starter pack, and then everything else is like regular old Magic. Dress me, sure, you can have the expedition map. There's a few ways we can go with this one. We can duress now. I feel like that's a little passive though. He's waiting on a land is his deal. MC, I'm going to answer those questions later, I'm thinking. Do we duress now or do we make Merit Lage? I mean, I hate this, but we just simply can't let him win. We are pretty much the control player here. A Dark Petition isn't scary, especially considering we took the ad nauseum. Or if you take Rain of Filth, then what does that do? No, Dark Petition's correct. And then I'm going to also run out Bob. Hopefully Bob gets us here. One Dark Petition does not scare me, especially considering he's got 3 cards in hand and he has to Rain of Filth in order to get there. He is not drawing lands. What were we talking about? Oh yeah. You buy your cards from Moto. When I said it was like paper MTG, I meant it was like paper MTG. A lot of the cards on Moto tend to be a lot cheaper than in paper. For example, you can get this Bayou here for like $2. In paper, it's like 350. All right, fetches with Bloodstained Mire. Gets a Volk. There's the Rain of Filth. So yeah, he's going for it. Yeah, he's going all in with this one. I want to know what he can get though. Cabal Ritual. Did he get a Piff? Infernal Tutor? Yeah. And now he gets Piff. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, we got punished there. Tiny bit annoyed, but well. I don't think Storm's a horrible matchup for us. We just didn't draw as much gas as we needed to. Opponent, stop showing off. I'm on turbo depths. There's nothing I can do to disrupt you. There you go. Alright, what do we want to do here? Relic seems nice. No permanence. Damping Sphere and Throne of Amethyst definitely come in. I'm meh on Fairy Macabre. Does Rite of Consumption do anything? I guess we make Mirror Lage at sorcery speed. Then if the game drags, jeez, I don't think Rite of Consumption is all that amazing. Yeah, nah. We definitely want Safekeeper. Map was awful. Bob, I don't think is particularly great. Into the North is meh. You do want to go off earlier. Can't wait that much. Yeah, I know. We were drawing interaction. We were trying. Pithing Needle. That does not do anything here. Take care, man. Trying to think about what they could bring in. Yeah, second Fairy Macabre, I guess. Sure. Yep, I'll be on the play this time. Well, this hand's nuts. Wait, why is Mazen here? I mean, I guess it's fine because we have a very decent hand apart from that, but yeah, I should have boarded that out. Oh well. opponent going for it. Sure. They got turn 1 shenanigans. Infernal Tutor, sure. What do you have? Getting another LED. I mean, sure, opponent. But they are getting ad nauseum if I had to guess. Another Infernal Tutor. Sure. Another Infernal Tutor. Oh, jeez. And there's the tendrils. Wow. That annoys me. Alright, so we end 2 and 3. That's regrettable. Opponent had the turn 1 nuts. And... yeah, the deck clunked at a few very, very horrible points, I would say. So, the games we won I felt really good about. The games we did not win felt like we were just helpless. I think I kept a few very bad hands. So, yeah, that was a little disappointing. I say a little. I think we definitely could have done better. All of our losses were 0-2s. I feel like we definitely could have taken at least a game. Ah, well. Yeah, that was a little bad. All right, boys. That's going to be our stream. Yeah, I appreciate it, MC. And I think that's going to be our stream there. Thank you guys so much for tuning in as per usual. Take care for the rest of your Saturday evening. It was enjoyable. Nothing incredible happened, but it was enjoyable. We got that at least. Take care, guys.